Hey everybody, it's Oksana, and this video is going to be all about these wipes. So these are all from Blum Naturals. I got a little obsessed and I tried like all the different types that they have. So I thought it would be helpful to make a video for you guys, just telling you kind of the difference and what I thought of all of the different ones. So the first ones that I've ever got, and these are really old and they actually have dried up because I've had them for probably at least 6 months, if not more, are these ones, the exfoliating orange ones. And I got these from Vitacost, and I believe they were like 5 something, which is probably around the price they are now. And they are really exfoliating. Maybe I can show you guys on the little thingy. So the other wipes are all white, but these ones have these little tiny scrubby particles on them, which are almost like sandpaper, but they're only on one side. They're not on the other side. So they feel really, really exfoliating. I don't know if this changed at all, like over the past 6 months or a year, however long I've had them. But they were almost too much. And I like exfoliation. Like, I'm not one of those people that's like, the scrub is too scrubby. Like, I'm just like, bring it on. And these were too rough for me. They're just, they felt a little sharp. And you had to be really careful and gentle with them when you use them to exfoliate your face. But other than that, they're nice. You just have to kind of use a light touch. But I feel like they were also good for removing hard to remove makeup because they like scrubbed it away, you know what I mean? So I liked them, but it's not something that I ended up using super often because of how exfoliating they were. I feel like it's better to just use something like that every once in a while rather than like every day. It's just a little bit too much, you know? Which is probably why they dried up, and then I think I forgot about them. So all of these wipes have this little plastic top thingy on them, which is glued on with, I don't know, some kind of sticky glue that you may or may not be able to see here. So see how it's like attached? And then it opens up, as you saw, and there was like a little sticker that you peel off. These are exactly the same way. I think just the shape changed of them a little bit. What I don't like about the newer packaging, see how like the little, this one's rectangle, this one's more similar to a square, so I'm assuming, oh, these are also taller. I think that the package just changed a little bit, is this thing is glued on not as tightly. See the gap? Instead of like a strip of glue, there's little dots of glue. So there's gaps in between the dots. So they're more prone to drying out because it's not a tighter, you know, it's not as tight of a seal. And then when you open them up, they also had a little sticky thingy, but I removed it. And I think I have another package where I actually left it on. After I figured out the sticky glue situation, I decided to just leave the little thing on and just kind of open and close it every time to help them not dry out as fast, because I did get a lot of different ones and it's going to take me a while to get through them. So then some time had passed and I've heard of Blum wipes again because my friend Cherie really likes them. She likes the grapeseed ones. And so when I saw these chamomile ones in my TJ Maxx, this was the only type that they had. They didn't have the other ones. I decided to pick them up and give them another try. And they are really, really great. I mentioned them in a previous favorite video. And they are, first of all, very natural. I should have mentioned that in the very beginning, but all of these have very good natural ingredients. They're like a nice wipe. They're a nice sturdy wipe that's not, you know, doesn't like rip or anything like that. And these ones are for dry and sensitive skin, and I can definitely see that. Now that I've tried them all, these are kind of the most gentle. They still do a really good job at removing your makeup. I feel like when it comes to wipes, a lot of the makeup removal happens due to like manually by like rubbing the makeup off with the wipe. You know, it's not like soap. Like, they still break down your makeup, the ingredients that they have, but you're also like mostly wiping the makeup off. So these don't make me feel like I need a moisturizer afterwards. So if you're exhausted, you had a long day, and you really just want to wipe your face and go to bed and not worry about anything else, then these are great. Just like a one-step thing, you know? Because your face still feels nice. It feels clean, but it's not like tight, clean. The only thing is I wouldn't recommend really any of these if you are wearing like heavy makeup, because while they do a good job, they are still, you know, makeup wipes and not really like soap and water. And they are somewhat gentle, and they have gentle natural ingredients, so they're not gonna break down like the really hardcore makeup. Like today I'm wearing a ton of makeup. I'm probably not gonna use one of these to take it off. And also same for eye makeup. You can use some oils to break down the eye makeup and then wipe it off, but these on their own do not break down and, you know, remove like mascara and stuff like that. So these are fantastic, and I really like them on days when I just can't. I just can't wash my face. I just don't have time, and I'm tired and I want to go to bed. And then next are these two. And these ones are a little more, not drying, but they do make my face feel like I really should put on a moisturizer. And my skin is dry. Keep that in mind. If you don't have dry skin, you might not get that feeling. But I like to put on a moisturizer after I use these. They do clean really nice and thoroughly, maybe a little bit more thoroughly than the chamomile, just because like my face feels a little tighter after using them. So they probably do a better job at like removing oils and stuff, which is probably why they're more drying. But the cucumber and aloe vera is probably my favorite out of all four of these. And I don't know if there's any more. I think there's just these four that I'm aware of. Let me know if I'm missing a flavor, a type. But I don't necessarily always love the smell of cucumber. Sometimes it just smells kind of fake and weird. But these, they actually don't really smell like cucumber. You can pick it out if you really try, but I had to look at the ingredients to figure out that they're scented with ylang ylang oil, which is a flower, so it's got that beautiful floral, really, really nice aroma. And sorry, I'm like looking over there because I have 5 minutes left on my camera. So I'm gonna speed this up. These, they're just, I love the way they smell. It's a little bit stronger. If you don't like strong scents, then the chamomile is probably like the weakest scented one. The orange, gosh, I don't even remember. These have dried up, so they don't smell like anything right now, but I'm guessing they smelled like orange before they dried up. And so these are my favorite because they smell really, really good. And they, to me, they work very similar to these. I really don't feel a difference between these. The only difference is the scent. And these are for normal skin. And then these next ones are the grapeseed ones, and they are pro-age, which I think is like anti-age, except pro is the opposite of anti, so maybe it makes you age faster. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I know it doesn't. But they also have a very mild scent, probably just as mild as the chamomile. And I don't know what these smell like. They don't smell like grapes. They just, I don't even know. Let's see if I can figure it out from the ingredients. There isn't any specific essential oils in here, so I just think that there's lemon oil, I guess. Oh yeah, I can see that. Maybe a very, very faint, kind of clean, lemony scent. But it's so mild that you wouldn't think lemon. It doesn't hit you like lemon, but if you're thinking lemon, then you can pick it out. So the ingredients are very similar. They both have like aloe, water aloe is their first ingredient, decyl glucoside, which is like the surfactant that washes your face. They actually both have chamomile extract, and then after that it changes. This has the grapeseed and calendula, and this has the ylang ylang and cucumber. This actually is cucumber extract and also. So in conclusion, I really, really like the Blum makeup wipes, and just wipes in general. I think they can make your life a lot easier, especially, you know, if you're busy or if you're traveling and you don't want to bring, you know, your whole skincare routine with you. You just want to bring like one package of something and then maybe like your moisturizer. And I really like these. These are really good. They work well for me. And one last thing to consider that I need to look into myself, because I don't know the answer to this. Maybe you do. If you do, let me know. But I don't know if you can compost these or recycle these, because you're creating a lot more waste than just washing your face with soap and water. You know, you're creating a wipe every time that I've been throwing out, but I don't know if I can like wash my makeup off of it and then recycle it. I don't know, you probably can't recycle it with your makeup on it. And I do have a compost bin outside, so maybe I can compost them. So if you know the answer to that, let me know. I might try to contact the company to ask them like what the actual wipe is made out of, and then, you know, look up that material if that will decompose in my compost bin. But that's kind of the last thing to consider is, of course, you know, environmental impact about makeup wipes in general, not specifically these. But that is it. That is my little review for you guys. If you're wondering about these and you want to know the difference between them all, that's kind of my 2 cents. And hopefully it was helpful to you. So if you have any questions, leave them down below, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.